Hi, welcome back to Captain Punk Rose podcast. This is your captain speaking, and I'm dealing with insomnia and the public. So this podcast, first of all, is going to be probably a little bit more laid back. Who knows? I might wake up during this podcast, but I've been an insomniac this week, so I'm really tired and exhausted since I last recorded for you guys. So this might be more informing and less me being like, oh, yay, this game. And also on top of that, I'm in my dorm's lounge, so there might be some noises that come through. So if you hear anything, if you hear extra people that aren't supposed to be here, this is the only place I could record with quietness and, a good sound. Also, I wanted to inform from the last podcast, the pre-orders that I talked about, some of them actually are available now to pre-order, and I didn't realize that. Like, some of the ones I thought that were coming out late at the end of the year are actually available. But anyways, all of those are only available supposedly for pre-order up until March 20th, but I just wanted to inform you guys you have a couple more days. So go on Capcom's website, go check it out, go pay for one if you want one. And talking about one, we're going to talk about Tom Clancy's The Division 2 that came out Friday, March 15th. For the first time I'm actually talking about a game that already came out. Well, I did probably talk about a game or two before, but I meant it just came out this weekend. So this is for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And I'm going to read these editions off of the Ubisoft website, so you know all your options. If you haven't bought the game, if you've already bought it and played it, you've probably been playing actually for a couple of days before it came out, since a lot of the games had the pre-order opening and some extra stuff. So the standard edition is $59.99, and that's just the game, like me and you both know. The gold edition is $99.99. The game, it's pretty much the game plus a 1-year pass, and there is a steelbook version of this, which includes just the game, 1-year pass, and the steelbook, and that's $109.99. There is the ultimate edition, which is $119.99. This includes the regular gold edition perks along with 3 different packs, which include the Battle Worn Secret Service pack, First Responder pack, and the Elite Agent pack. The Battle Worn pack has a Secret Service outfit, emote, and a M4A1 skin. The First Responder, it looks like a fireman's outfit. It's like a fireman's outfit with some pockets and stuff. So it's a fireman's outfit with a rare weapon skin. They don't specify what rare weapon. And the Elite pack has a exotic AK-47, additional stash space, and special skills effect. Now, I'm not even done. There are 2 collector editions, which one is more expensive than the other due to its perks on the figure, really. So there's Dark Zone Collector Edition, which is $189.99, but it currently claims it's out of stock, the one I looked at it on Friday. This includes the Ultimate Pack with a steelbook along with the game soundtrack, Washington, D.C. map, book of lithographs, and special to this pack is an 11-inch Flare Agent statue. The Phoenix Shield Collector Edition, which is $249.99 and currently out of stock, includes the same thing as the Dark Zone Collector perks, except you get an Agent Articulate figurine, which is 1/6 of the scale instead of the Flare Agent. So the difference is you get a bigger figurine. So I'm gonna read a little bit of a synopsis that I've gotten offline, just to give you kind of what this is going to be about. This game starts out 7 months after the green poison outbreak that was in the first game. A civil war between survivors and villainous bands of martyrs break out in this game. Players can cooperate with each other to complete objectives. Some of the enemy factions that are included in this game are True Sons, Hyenas, Outcasts, and Black Tusks. With this game, there is 3 different game modes that you can play. Clearly the campaign, the player versus player, and then the co-op. There are some dark zones that you can discover and explore along with different skills, including conflict skill, with each agent owning their own skill, which could be assault drone, chem launcher, hive, and seek miner. The weapons in the game, along with the agents, are fully customizable. And from Ubisoft, there is a variety of weapons, armor, and cosmetic options to find, plus more gear sets and exotic items available to high-level players. When you reach the end game, unique specializations will allow you to further expand your arsenal and abilities. So besides me stuttering through that whole explanation of the game, I've been seeing great things about it. It looked really good. I watched a bunch of trailers. I actually watched a couple of play throughs. And honestly, it looks as good as the first one, if not a little bit better. Some people are complaining about the customization of the characters were better in 1 versus 2 and some small stuff. But I think overall, this game still brings its point. I think the second one is so far looking as good as the first one, if not better. And many people are talking about it. So if you want more details or maybe a little bit more feeling of someone who actually played it, I know a ton of articles dropping this weekend about them playing it, or you can watch on YouTube and see the game for yourself. But I think it looks really good. It looks well done, and I think since it's following a story, the same story, kind of the same storyline as the first one, but kind of going off, I think anything with games with factions are great. It's a very good survival game, and I think this will be good. And another survival game that I'd like to talk about is actually Generation Zero. This is not really known by most people. I know the company because they are the Just Cause series company. So if you like those games, they came out with a new one. And I really, really, really actually want to play this one. So normally I'm like, oh, this one kind of looks good. This one actually looks really good. So Generation Zero is supposed to come out March 26, 2019 for PC on Steam, PS4, and Xbox One, and it has 2 different editions of this game. So there's a standard, which is just the game, that is $39.99 at GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, or your system's store, or like I said, Steam. And then there's a collector edition, which is the game, steelbook, cloth map, 4 concept art postcards, and a large t-shirt that has the game's font and all that, all in a premium box for $79.99 on Amazon. And I just want to say, I am actually writing the synopsis, so if it doesn't sound grammatically correct or it sounds a little bouncy, I tried my best, but this game really didn't have much of an explanation to read through. I had to watch the video trailer that explains, pretty much explains the whole game to you without giving you actual details as to, the story plot line and stuff like that. So it doesn't blow the story plot line. But just to give you a little bit more into what this game is supposed to be a post-apocalyptic 1980s Sweden. It is an open world game that has robot enemies with different weapons and sensors that you have to survive through and destroy. So you're actually going up against these robots that you don't know why that they were put on the mainland. You are from an island with your friends, so it's supposed to be a little bit of kind of you come in and destroy and find out answers, survivalist kind of game. Your character, which the video says a 1980s hero, and like I said, a group of your teenage friends are supposed to take down these robot enemies. Your character is fully customizable, as well as you can use the robots that you destroy. You can use their parts to upgrade your weapons. And along with that, the survival game not only includes enemy challenges as well as day, night, and rain, snow, all that fun jazz. So you get weather challenges, night, what time of day challenges, along with just the enemies themselves. So will you be able to find out the answer why the robots took over? And even though that this Avalanche Studios is not very known at all, they are really good at making really good looking games. I think this one, in my opinion, looks like the best that they've ever made. I really want to buy this. I really want to take the time, but I really don't have the money to at the same time right now. So man, I tell you, check it out. It is so good looking. And I really, really don't push for things that are good looking that I don't want to. And Generation Zero for me is a different kind of, well, it's not different survival. It's the same old, like, you have to find things to eat and all that fun jazz. But you're destroying robots in an 80s style, like, you know, like you're supposed to be an 80s hero. Like, come on, who doesn't want to do that? I mean, I guess people are like, ew, that's kind of weird. But yeah, no, this game, it's amazing. And I watched some gameplay already. So there is some gameplay that Avalanche Studios is posting in the meantime. So if you want to actually check out some of the gameplay before you buy it as well, there is some on YouTube. So look up Avalanche Studios on YouTube and there'll be it. I recommend it. I am so excited for this game, except I don't know if I could pay for it. So we'll see. I'm just super excited, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it to you anymore besides that. Look up the graphics. Look it up. It's a good indie game. I mean, it will never, I don't think there was any good, like, kind of indie game that came out just as much as Outlast, but this one I recommend on wholeheartedly because it's just like the graphics are good. I'm just hoping the story plot line, because they don't give you a lot of it, like, to not give it away, besides the fact that you have to destroy these robots and find out the answer of how they even started. I hope it is not a disappointment, but yeah. And lastly, I didn't talk about this, and I meant to talk about this like weeks ago. So this is late news. And I want to talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield. So this game was, I forget when it was launched. It was launched, I believe, in February, but it could be early March. Anyways, so Pokemon Sword and Shield is supposed to be the new Nintendo Switch Pokemon game. Pokemon Sword and Shield introduces a whole new generation of Pokemon, including the 3 new starters, which is Scorbunny, Sobble, and Grookey. The game is supposed to be in the Galar region, which is now, I believe, a new region that they added to the game. If I'm wrong, correct me. This region seems a little bit more industrial than some of the other games, but clearly, besides the new starters, there's probably cities, grasslands, and caves that you're going to have to go through to find Pokemon and new Pokemon. So I'm just really excited for this because this is the first one. It's not the first Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, but it's the move to Nintendo Switch that Nintendo's probably looking for, because, I mean, the 3DS is probably going to go down the drain, like I say, on multiple podcasts. It's still pretty successful. It's just not the system that everybody's now playing. It's now not current anymore. I mean, they're coming out with less and less games, so it's kind of looking like it's on its path. So I think the Let's Go series was a test series. Not that, like, oh, we didn't want a Pokemon game for it, but I really think it was a test to see how well it would run on the Nintendo Switch, the comments that people would make, so that they could announce that, hey, there's a new generation, plus it's on the Switch. So I really, really am excited for this, and I'm really excited for more information. So probably 6 months from now, I'm probably going to be screaming on top of my lungs on how excited I am about this. But for now, I mean, that's really all we have known wise. I really am in love with the starter Sobble, and that's the water kind. And of course, Scorbunny's just going to grab everybody's attention because it's the fire type. And I don't mean to be like, if you pick fire type, you're a basic bitch. But kind of. Everybody, I mean, they always make the fire starters kind of cute to grab everybody's attention. But Sobble grabbed my attention because not only is a water type, but it's supposed to be a little bit more the timid one of the group. And it's just little and cute, and it's just, I'm so excited for this cuteness. I mean, I'm excited to, I guess, survive through Sweden, and then also excited to see little cute computerized Screams of the Damned. Alrighty, guys. Since I have nothing else to talk about, I'm tired, I want another nap. I will see you again next week. Bye!